Hello viewers, I am Dr. SGV Satya from Satya Unani Healthcare. I welcome you to the world of Unani medicine. Today let us know more about the regimenal therapies in Unani medicine, especially when we speak about the translations like Ilaj bit Tadbir, which is specially the word is used for regimenal therapies. In regimenal therapies, there are many varieties like the tributaries of a river. All these regimenal therapies work as a small branches of the Unani medicine. If we consider Unani medicine as an ocean and the four branches of Unani medicine, that is dietotherapy, pharmacotherapy, regimenal therapies and surgery, Ilaj with Tadbir. So all these four are the big rivers which are coming and entering into the ocean, that is the Unani medicine. And in regimenal therapies, if we take separately one regimenal therapy, we have many varieties like Hammam, Dalak, Nutul, Hijama, Irsale Alaq, which is very famously called as leech therapy, and many more varieties are there. Actually, these regimenal therapies help in particularly resolving issues on a temporary basis and sometimes on a permanent basis. And when these regimenal therapies are accompanied with the pharmacotherapy, we get a wonderful result in many cases. Like if we take the diabetic foot ulcers, usually it is expected that the foot will be amputated completely. But in such cases also, these regimenal therapies do wonders. And Satya Unani Healthcare is the living example of such cases for which we are treating since 20 years. And besides diabetic ulcers, we have treated many varicose ulcers also, and all skin ailments, all skin disorders, and different varieties of liver disorders, for spleen disorders. And if we come to the concept of Hammam, Hammam is nothing but it's a medicated bath. Actually, Hammam is a very big subject. Now I just give you a brief introduction of Hammam. In Hammam, what we do is we have a water therapy by adding decoctions of different herbs according to the patient's temperament, their diseases. We select the herbs that should be added in the Hammam, and these herbs are collected before one day and they are soaked in water at night and they are boiled in the morning. After boiling, we take the decoction from the herbs, and this decoction, the herbal water, is added in the Hammam water, where the whole tub is filled with the medicated water and the patient will be completely immersed in the water. So by doing this, many skin diseases and many different varieties of diseases. Actually, it has been mentioned in one of the oldest literatures of Unani medicine that by just sleeping in the plain water of Hammam, at least once in a week or once in a month, nearly we can skip 150 diseases. Just by sleeping in a plain water, if we can skip 150 diseases, what if we add herbs into that? We can't even imagine the scope of the treatment in Hammam. So after this, we have many other varieties like Nutul, where the medicated water or oil will be poured from a particular distance and it is irrigated on the limbs where the affected part is there, and it will be cured accordingly. Besides that, we have the most famous Hijama, which has been born and brought up in Unani medicine. So this Hijama is also very famous, particularly in some religions, especially consider it as religious ritual. But in Unani medicine, it has a very particular scientific approach. To have the Hijama, the person, if they are too obese, we cannot do Hijama. If the person is diabetic, we cannot do wet Hijama, we can do only dry Hijama. In Hijama, there are many varieties like dry Hijama, wet Hijama, and after that fire cupping. It is also called as cupping. So fire cupping, wet cupping, dry cupping, and many other varieties are there in Hijama. Through Hijama also we can treat many varieties of diseases like skin ailments, and we can also use Hijama in gynec disorders also. We can use the Hijama in some special abdominal lipomas also, and Hijama is also used in many other diseases. And besides, go to Irsale Alaq, that is leech therapy. In leech therapy also we are having a lot of varieties and lot of advantages of leech therapies. Like usually the heparin injection, which have been used in modern concept for relieving the blocks in the heart during the heart blocks. That injection, usually it has been extracted from the leech saliva. So there they are giving it in a synthetic manner by extracting that and by injecting that into the body. Here in Unani medicine, we directly apply the leeches to the body, and that's how we see that the block completely deblocked from the body. And besides this, it is also having a wonderful substances like hirudin, which is also a very good analgesic, which will be released during leech therapy by the leeches. And usually there are many misconceptions, and I am going to discuss that about the leech therapy in the next episodes. But here I want to give you a brief introduction that in leech therapy, maybe some people feel that these are the same leeches. No, medicated leeches are completely different, and they are specially cultivated and grown in different areas, and from there they are brought and they are utilized in the leech therapy. And besides leech therapy, the most famous Dalak. Of course, if I go on speak like this, this episode is not enough. We cannot complete that in one episode. So let us discuss about each and every therapy separately in separate episodes. So this was only a brief introduction of regimenal therapies, and all the regimenal therapies are especially in our new branch that is going to open in Srinagar Colony branch. Also we are providing all the regimenal therapies. Please avail the different regimenal therapies. Have a very good health. Thank you.